A harmonic minor scale tone triads in stepwise orders, 6-string roots. Here are the fingerings you'll need. A minor at the 5th position, frets 5, 7, 7, 5, 5, 5, 5. B diminished at the 6th position on strings 6, 4, 3, 2, frets 7, 9, 7, 6. C augmented in the 8th position on strings 6, 4, 3, 2, and frets 8, 10, 9, 9. D minor at the 10th position, that's an E minor form bar chord, frets 10, 12, 12, 10, 10, 10. E major at the 12th position, that's an E major form on frets 12, 14, 14, 13, 12, 12. F major in the E major form in the 1st position, frets 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1. And G sharp diminished at the 3rd position on strings 6, 4, 3, 2, and they are frets 4, 6, 4, 3. Harmonic minor scale tone triads in stepwise order, 6th string roots. This is the A harmonic minor scale. Scale tones 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, 7, 1. The last 3 notes could be down an octave, flat 6, 7, 1. And the chords are by number: 1 minor, 2 diminished, flat 3 augmented, 4 minor, 5 major, flat 6 major, or flat 6 major here down an octave, 7 diminished, and 1 minor. By name they are A minor, B diminished, C minor, D minor, E major, F major, or F major down an octave, G sharp diminished, and A minor. These are built with the tones of the C major scale. It's the mode on the 6th step of the C major scale, but the 5th of the C major scale is sharped. So each one of these chords has the same tones as it would have in C, unless it has a 5 in it, then that note is sharp. For example, the C chord in C major would be C major. In this case, the 5th of that, 1, 3, 5, is sharp. So it's C major sharp 5 called C augmented. The 3 chord in C would be E minor. In this case, using that for a harmonic minor built on the 6th step of C, that E minor has a sharp 5 of C, that's the G note, which is sharped, making E major. The G major chord on the 5th step of C, to make a harmonic minor, has a sharp 5. That's the G note that's sharped. So C major scale tones 5, 7, 2 become sharp 5, 7, 2, and by sharpening that 5, it makes the interval to each of the other notes smaller. Originally it was 5, 7, and 5, 2, 5, 7, 2. 5, 7 is a major third, and 5, 2 is a perfect 5th. When you sharp that G note, then to the B it's a minor third, and G sharp to D is a diminished 5th. Minor third, diminished 5th, 1, flat 3, 5, making a diminished chord. A harmonic minor scale tone triads in stepwise root order, 5th string roots. Here are the chords you need. 12th position, A minor, in the A minor form. That's frets 12, 14, 14, 13. B, that's frets 14, 15, 16, 15. Or the 2nd position, frets 2, 3, 4, 3. C augmented in the third position, strings 5, 4, 3, 2. That's frets 3, 6, 5, 5. D minor in the fifth position, that's in an A minor form, strings 5, 4, 3, 2, frets 5, 7, 7, 6. E major in the seventh position, that's an A major form, bar chord, strings 5, 4, 3, 2, frets 7, 9, 9, 9. A major form, F chord at the eighth position, frets 8, 10, 10, 10. G sharp diminished at the 11th position, strings 5, 4, 3, 2, and frets 11, 12, 13, 12. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, roots on the fifth string in stepwise order. This is the scale, a harmonic minor, by number 1, 2, flat 3, or 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, 7, 1. And with the triads by numbered name, this is 1 minor, 2 diminished, or 1 minor, the open position A minor, 2 diminished, then flat 3 augmented, 4 minor, 5 major, flat 6 major, 7 diminished, and 1 minor. By letter name, those are A minor, B diminished, or A minor, B diminished, C augmented, D minor, E major, F major, G sharp, diminished, and A minor. These are built with the tones of the C major scale, but with the fifth sharp. So any chord that has a 5 in it is changed in quality. In C major, these would be open position A minor, B diminished, and C major. But by changing it to A harmonic minor, sharpening the 5 of the C scale, this is A minor is 613, so that's unchanged. If it has a 5, it's changed. This is B diminished in C, that's 724. That doesn't have a 5, so it's unchanged. But the C chord is 135, and now that's 1, 3, sharp 5. 1, 5, the 5 has to be sharp. 1, sharp 5, 1, 3, in this voicing. The D minor chord is unchanged. That's the 2 minor chord in C, or the 4 minor chord in A harmonic minor, because it's 4, 6, 1. It's built with every other number from 4. That's unchanged. The 5 chord, though, of A harmonic minor has been changed from the E minor chord in C major. In C, that's its 3 minor chord, because it's built with every other note from 3 in C, which would be 3, 5, 7, but the 5s are sharp to make A harmonic minor, so it's 3, sharp 5, 7. And this chord voicing in C, this would be 3, 7, 3, and 5. Now that 5 gets sharps, so it's 3, 7, 3, and sharp 5. In A harmonic minor, that E minor chord from C major is changed to E major. And the chord on the G note in C is changed for A harmonic minor to G sharp. So the 5 chord in C, G major, which is 5, 7, and 2, those numbered tones in the C scale, now is sharp 5, 7, and 2. And here I'm just doubling the sharp 5, 2, sharp 5, and 7, making a diminished chord. So the 7th step of A harmonic minor is the the G chord from the C scale with a sharp 5, making it G sharp diminished. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, roots ascending in fourths, chord root of the 1 minor chord on the 6th string. Here are the fingerings you'll need. 8th position, C augmented, string 6, 4, 3, 2, frets 8, 10, 9, 9. F major in the 8th position, strings 5, 4, 3, 2, frets 8, 10, 10, 10. B diminished in the 6th position, strings 6, 4, 3, 2, frets 7, 9, 7, 6. E major in the 7th position, strings 5, 4, 3, 2, frets 7, 9, 9, 9. A minor in the 5th position, all strings, frets 5, 7, 7, 5, 5, 5. That's an E minor form, A minor chord. And D minor in an A minor form, strings 5 through 1, frets 5, 7, 7, 6, 5. A harmonic minor scale tone triads with roots ascending in fourths. A complete succession including the 7 in the series, which would be 7, flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4 is not used in its entirety because the 7 would be 7 diminished, moving to flat 3 augmented, and that interval you can see here, 7 diminished would be G sharp diminished, the root here, moving to the flat 3 augmented. Here in that interval is a diminished fourth, which is the same as a major third, so it doesn't sound to the listener like a fourth, it sounds like a third. So I'll just be using the series of fourths, flat 3 as the first one, leaving the 7 out. Flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. And here are those in chords by numbered name. The C augmented. Sorry, flat 3 augmented. Flat 6 major. 2 diminished. 5 major. 1 minor. 4 minor. By letter name, those are C augmented, F major, B diminished, E major, A minor, D minor. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, roots ascending in fourths, the 1 minor chord root on the 5th string in this voicing, and you'll need these fingerings. First position, C augmented, strings 5, 4, 3, 2, frets 3, 2, 1, 1. F major in the first position, all 6 strings, frets 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1. B diminished in the second position, strings 5, 4, 3, 2, and frets 2, 3, 4, 3. E major in the first position, all 6 strings, frets 0, 2, 3, 1, 0, 0. 0 is the open string. A minor, first position, strings 5 through 1, frets open, second fret, first fret open. D minor in the first position, 4 through 1st strings, frets open, second fret, third fret, first fret. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, roots ascending in fourths, with the 1 minor root on the 5th string, here A minor, or here, And this won't use the complete series of fourths, which would be 7, flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, because I'm leaving out the 7. The 7 would be this G sharp augmented, and the next chord, flat 3, would be C augmented. And that interval is a diminished fourth, which is the same as a major third. So as far as the listener is concerned, they would be hearing a major third, and we're looking for fourths progression, ascending fourths. So the scale, again, in fourths will start on the flat 3. I'm leaving out the 7. Flat 3, flat 6, flat 3, flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. And by numbered name, those are flat 3 augmented, flat 6 major, 2 diminished, 5 major, 1 minor, and 4 minor. By lettered name, those are C augmented, F major, B diminished, E major, A minor, and D minor. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, roots ascending and fourths, 1 minor chord root on the 4th string. Here are the chord fingerings you'll need. C augmented in the 8th position, strings 4, 3, 2, 1, and frets 10, 9, 9, 8. F major, 8th position, strings 4, 3, 2, 1, strings 10, 10, 10, 8. B diminished in the 9th position, strings 4, 3, and 1, frets 9, 10, 10. E major in the 7th position, strings 4, 3, 2, 1, and frets 9, 9, 9, 7. A minor 7th position, strings 4, 3, 2, 1, and frets 7, 9, 10, 8. D minor 7th position, strings 4, 3, 2, 1, and frets 7, 10, 10, 10. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, roots ascending in fourths, with the root of the 1 minor chord on the 4th string. Here A minor, frets 7, 9, 10, and 8. And this won't include the entire sequence of fourths, which would be 7, flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, because the interval from the 7 to the flat 3 is a diminished fourth and is the same as a major third. So the listener would hear this as a third, and we're looking for progressions that are in fourths. In A harmonic minor, starting with the flat 3 then, this is flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, and the chords with numbered name would be flat 3, augmented, flat 6 major, 2 diminished, 5 major, 1 minor, and 4 minor. In letter names, those are C augmented, F major, E diminished, E minor, A minor, and D minor. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, close voiced with stepwise roots. You'll need these chords. All of these are on strings 4, 3, 2, and it's A minor, frets 7, 5, 5. B diminished, frets 9, 7, 6. C augmented, frets 10, 9, 9. D minor, frets 12, 10, 10. E major, frets 14, 13, 12, F major, frets 3, 2, 1, and G sharp, diminished, frets 6, 4, 3. Close voiced means the notes are as close together as possible. In this area, for example, all these notes in the arc that can make an A minor chord, or this A minor arpeggio, that are the notes to choose from to build a chord. Three of those consecutively that are each on a different string can form close voiced triads. That way the notes are as close together as possible. Again, that gives you these options. First three strings, strings 4 through 2, 5, 4, 3, or 6, 5, 4, with one of each of the notes, the root, the flat third, and the fifth. And open voice is where you spread the notes apart. This is root, fifth, and flat third, spread. So they're called open voice, open or spread. The chords in this series by number are 1 minor, 2 diminished, flat 3 augmented, 4 minor, 5 major, flat 6 major, and 7 diminished. The chords by letter name are A minor, B diminished, C augmented, D minor, E major, F major, and G sharp diminished. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, close voiced with stepwise roots. For this set, you'll need the following chords. Ninth position, all of these on strings 4, 3, 2. Ninth position, A minor, frets 10, 9, 10. 10th position, B diminished, frets 12, 10, 12. 13th position, C augmented, frets 14, 13, 13. Or in first position, frets 2, 1, 1. D minor in second position, frets 3, 2, 3. E major, fourth position, frets 6, 4, 5. F major in fifth position, frets 7, 5, 6. And G sharp diminished in seventh position, frets 9, 7, 9. These are close voiced, meaning the notes are as close together as possible. So of these notes in this 8th and 9th position area in A minor, 3 of the strings in a row can be a complete close voiced chord. The notes are as close together as possible. Any one that has a 1, a flat 3, and a 5 is a complete close voiced A minor triad, such as this one. And when the root is in the bass, such as this, 1, flat 3, 5, that's root position. When the flat third is in the bass, like this flat third, 5, 1, that's first inversion. And when the fifth is in the bass, like this, 5, 1, flat 3, that's second inversion. Here are the chords in the succession with the A harmonic minor scale on the second string by number 1, 2, flat 3, 4, or flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, 7, 1. On strings 4, 3, 2, by number 1 minor, 2 diminished, flat 3 augmented, or flat 3 augmented, 4 minor, 5 major, flat 6 major, 7 diminished, back to 1 minor. Or by letter name, A minor, B diminished, C augmented, or C augmented, D minor, E major, F major, G sharp diminished, back to A minor. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, close voiced with stepwise roots. Here are the chords you'll need for this set. These all have the fifth in the bass. On strings 4, 3, 2, A minor is frets 2, 2, 1, B diminished is frets 3, 4, 3, C augmented is frets 6, 5, 5, D minor is frets 7, 7, 6, E major is frets 9, 9, 9, F major frets 10, 10, 10, G sharp diminished frets 12, 13, 12, and A minor again frets 14, 14, 13. Close voiced means the notes are as close together as possible. For the F chord, for instance, in this area, these are all the notes of F major. And 3 of those in a row that include 1 each of the root, third, and fifth would make a close voiced chord. So this, for example, is 1, 3, 5. That's root position because the 1 is in the bass, the root in the bass. 5, 1, 3 in the key of F is second inversion because the fifth is in the bass. And 3, 5, 1, the key of F, is first inversion because the third's in the bass. So root in the bass, root position, third in the bass is first inversion, and fifth in the bass is second inversion. And here are all the chords in this set by numbered name: 1 minor, 2 diminished, flat 3 augmented, 4 minor, 5 major, flat 6 major, 7 diminished, and 1 minor again here. By lettered name, these are A minor, B diminished, C augmented, D minor, E major, F major, G sharp diminished, and A minor. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, open voiced with stepwise roots. You'll need this set of chords. These are all on strings 5, 4, and 2. A major 13. B diminished in the 14th position, frets 14, 15, 15, or in the second position, frets 2, 3, 3. C augmented in the third position, frets 3, 6, 5. D minor in the fifth position, frets 5, 7, 6. E major, seventh position, frets 7, 9, 9. F major, eighth position, frets 8, 10, 10. G sharp diminished in the 12th position, frets 11, 12, 11th position, sorry. G sharp diminished, 11th position, frets 11, 12, 12. Back to A minor in the 12th position. Open voiced means the notes are spread. In the 5th position, for example, A minor would be, and playing 3 of those notes consecutively on consecutive strings or adjacent strings that include a 1, a flat 3, and a 5 make a close voice chord. If you spread them, such as this, 1, 5, flat 3, larger intervals, 1, flat 3, 5, 1, flat 3, so it's every other note of the arpeggio is an open voiced or spread voicing. And this uses the scale A harmonic minor on the 5th string, 1, 2, flat 3, or 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, 7, 1. And the chords by numbered name are 1 minor, 2 diminished, 3 flat 3 augmented, 4 minor, 5 major, flat 6 major, 7 diminished, and 1 minor. By lettered name, they're A minor, B diminished or B diminished, C augmented, D minor, E major, F major, G sharp diminished, and A minor. A harmonic minor scale tone triads open voiced with stepwise roots. You'll need the following chords. On strings 5, 3, and 2, this is A minor, frets 3, 2, 5. In fourth position, B diminished, frets 5, 4, 6. In fifth position, C augmented, frets 7, 5, 9. In seventh position, D minor, frets 8, 7, 10. In ninth position, E major, frets 11, 9, 12. F major, 10th position, frets 12, 10, 13. And G diminished, G sharp diminished in 13th or first position, frets 14, 13, 15, or down here in first position, frets 2, 1, and 3, and back to the A minor in the second position, frets 3, 2, 5. Close voicing means the notes are spread. In this area, for instance, A minor arpeggio would be 1, 5, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 1. And 3 of those notes in a row that include a 1, a flat 3, and a 5, like this. Flat 3, 5, 1 constitute a close voiced arpeggio, and that's first inversion because the flat third's in the bass. With this one, 3 notes in a row with root in the bass is root position. And here, it's actually using a note on the next string. Instead of the flat third here, it's here. This 5, 1, flat 3 would be second inversion. So all those are close voicing because the notes are as close together as possible. If in the arpeggio 1, 5, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 1, if you use every other tone, then the notes are spread. 1, 5, 3, 5, 1, 5, 1, flat 3, 1, 5, flat 3. Then that's an open voicing or spread voicing. So in this set, by numbered name, these open voice chords track the A harmonic minor scale on the third string, 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, 7, 1, and make these chord names by number, 1 minor, 2 diminished, 3, flat 3 augmented, 4 minor, 5 major, flat 6 major, 7 diminished, or down here 7 diminished, and back to 1 minor. By lettered name, they're A minor, B diminished, C augmented, D minor, E major, F major, G sharp diminished or G sharp diminished, and A minor. A harmonic minor scale tone triads open voiced with stepwise roots. You'll need the following chords for this set. These are on strings 5, 3, and 1. A minor is frets 7, 5, 5. B diminished is frets 8, 7, 7. C sharp augmented is frets 11, 9, 8. D minor is frets 12, 10, 10. E major is frets 14, 13, 12. F major frets 15, 14, 13, or 3, 2, 1. G sharp diminished is frets 5, 4, 4. And this follows or tracks the A harmonic minor scale on the first string. 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, 7, 1, or flat 6, 7, 1. And the chords are in second inversion in this area. That's an A minor arpeggio, and 3 of those notes consecutively, 3 notes each on a different string, that include a 1 flat 3 and a 5 like this. Flat 3, 5, 1, make a close voiced triad. This is root position. 1 flat 3, 5. This is first inversion with the flat third in the bass. And this is second inversion with the fifth in the bass. 5, 1, flat 3. Open voicing would have the notes spread. So, for instance, out of 1, flat 3, 5, 1, flat 3, if you play every other note in that arpeggio, 1, 5, flat, 1, flat 3, 5, play the 1, the 5, and then 1, flat 3, every other note. I'm playing the notes I'm choosing for the voicing louder. 1, 1, flat 3, 5, 1, flat 3. Those make an open voiced or spread voicing. And that's root position with the root and the bass. Whereas this would be open voicing with the flat third in the bass, or this open voicing with the fifth in the bass. And this set uses the fifth in the bass on each chord. The chords by numbered name are 1 minor, 2 diminished, flat 3 augmented, 4 minor, 5 major, flat 6 major, or flat 6 major, 7 diminished, and 1 minor. By lettered name, those are A minor, E diminished, C sharp, augmented, D minor, E major, F major, or F major, G sharp diminished, and A minor. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, close voiced with the roots ascending in fourths. That's the succession in A, leaving out the 7. I'll explain why later. Flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. And here are the chords you'll need in this set, which have the root of the 1 minor chord on the 3rd string. Like this A minor with the root on the 3rd string. These are all on strings 3, 2, 1. And C augmented is frets 9, 9, 8. F major is frets 10, 10, 8. B diminished is frets 10, 12, 10. E major is frets 13, 12, 12. A minor is frets 14, 12, 14, 13, 12. D minor is frets 14, 15, 13, or 2, 3, 1. And close voiced means the notes are as close together as possible. For example, for this F chord, there's an F major arpeggio, and 3 consecutive strings in that include a 1, a 3, and a 5 would make a closed voiced chord. So that's F major with the root in the bass, or root position. This is F major with the 5th in the bass, 5, 1, 3. which is second inversion, or F major with the third in the bass, 1 3 5 1 3 5 1 would be an F major with the third in the bass, and it is close voiced. If the notes are spread, such as this, 1 3 5 1 3 1 5 3, every other note of the arpeggio is open voiced or spread voicing. So here are the chords in this set by number: flat 3 augmented, flat 6 major, 2 diminished, 5 major, 1 minor, and 4 minor. And by letter name, those are C augmented, F major, B diminished, E major, A minor, and D minor. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, close voiced, roots ascending and fourths. In A, that's flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. The complete succession would start with a 7. 7, flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. But I'm leaving out the 7 to flat 3 because it's a diminished fourth and is the same as a major third, and we want fourths. The listener would hear that as a third. The chords you'll need for this set are C augmented, 12th position, on strings 3, 2, 1 for all of these. Frets 13, 13, 12. F major in the 13th position, frets 14, 13, 13, or first position, frets 2, 1, 1. B diminished in first position, frets 4, 3, 1. E major, 4th position, frets 4, 5, 4. A minor, 5th position, frets 5, 5, 5. And D minor, 5th position, frets 7, 6, 5. Close voice means the notes are close together as possible. So for instance, this A minor, out of the arpeggio tones in the 5th position, these are 3 consecutive strings with a flat third in the bass, and that's a close voiced first inversion chord, flat third in the bass. These are 3 consecutives with root in the bass, so 1, 5, 3, 5 is root position, and with 5th in the bass, it's called second inversion, 5, 1, 5, 3. If you spread the notes in the voicing, such as this, 1, 1, 5, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, and use every other tone of this arpeggio, 1, 5, flat 3, that's open voicing or spread voicing. So that's open voicing in root position with the root in the bass, or this is open voicing flat 3, 1, 5 with the flat third in the bass, so that's first inversion. And this is with the 5th in the bass, open voicing, so this is second inversion, 5th in the bass. The chords in this set by numbered name are flat 3 augmented, flat 6 major, or flat 6 major, 2 diminished, 5 major, 1 minor, and 4 minor. By letter name, they are C augmented, F major or F major, E diminished, E major, A minor, and D minor. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, close voiced, roots ascending in fourths. Here are the chords you need for this set. C augmented, all of these on strings 3, 2, 1. C augmented in the 4th position, frets 5, 5, 4. F major, 5th position, frets 5, 6, 5. B diminished, 6th position, frets 7, 6, 7. E major, 7th position, frets 9, 9, 7. A minor, 8th position, frets 9, 10, 8. D minor, 10th position, frets 10, 10, 10. These use close voicing, and on the first 3 strings, this would be F major in close voiced 2nd inversion because the 5th's in the bass. This is F major in 1st inversion because the 3rd is in the bass, and F major in root position because the root's in the bass. If instead of 3 consecutive notes, 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1, 5, 1, 3, they were every other tone of the arpeggio, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, every other tone such as 1, 5, 3, it's open voicing or spread voicing. That's root position. This is 2nd inversion because it's 5th in the bass, 5th, 3rd root, or this is 1st inversion because the 3rd's in the bass, 3rd root, 5th. The chords by numbered name in this set are flat 3 augmented, flat 6 major, 2 diminished, 5 major, 1 minor, and 4 minor. By lettered name, they are C augmented, F major, B diminished, E major, A minor, and D minor. A harmonic minor scale tone triads open voiced with roots ascending in fourths. The complete series of fourths for harmonic minor would be 7, flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. And I'm omitting the 7 because 7 to flat 3 is a diminished fourth and it's the same as a major third. So the listener would hear it as a major third. And we want all fourths. Flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. The chords you need for this set are in open position, C augmented, open E, 5th string 3rd fret, the 3rd string 1st fret, F major, 6th string 1st fret, 5th string 3rd fret, 3rd string 2nd fret, B diminished, 6th string 1st fret, 4th string open, and 2nd string open, E major, 6th string 4th fret, 4th string 2nd fret, and 2nd string open, A minor, 5th string open, 4th string 2nd fret, and 2nd string 1st fret, and D minor, 5th string open, 4th string 3rd fret, and 2nd string 3rd fret. Open voicing is playing the notes as close together as possible. For instance, for E, here in 4th position, this is an E major triad arpeggio. And any 3 notes in a row that include 1, 3, and 5, such as 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1, or 5, 1, 3, constitute a close-voiced triad. If the notes are spread by, for instance, in the arpeggio using every other note, instead of 1, 3, 5, use 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 1, 5, 3, then the notes are spread and it's called open voicing. Here are the chords by number. Flat 3 augmented, flat 6 major, 2 diminished, 5 major, 1 minor, and 4 minor. Here are the chords by letter name: C augmented, F major, B diminished, E major, A minor, and D minor. Here's the voice leading on these chords, where when roots are moving in perfect fourths, ascending in perfect fourths, or in fourths, the root of each chord stays the same as you progress to the next chord, and the third and fifth of it go up a scale step, in this case in A harmonic minor. So here's the C augmented with E, C, and G sharp, and C is the root, so the other two notes will each go up a scale step. The E goes up to F, C stays the same, and the G sharp goes up to A. That progresses you to F major, using the most conservative voice leading that's easier for the listeners to follow. Then for the F, determine where the root is. It's here. Leave that note the same, and take each of the other two, the C and the A, and move them up a scale step. So C goes to D, and A goes to B. So F progresses to B diminished. Then evaluate the B diminished with the root on the second string. That note stays, the root stays, and the other notes each go up a scale step. The F goes up to G sharp, and the D goes up to E, and that progresses you from B diminished to E major. Then evaluate the root of the E, it's here, and each of the other notes go up a scale step. The G sharp goes to A, and the B goes to C. So E progresses to A minor. Then evaluate the root A, and that will stay while the other two notes go up a scale step. The E goes to F, and the C goes to D, and the A stays in the bass. So A minor progresses to D minor. A harmonic minor scale tone triads open-voiced, roots ascending in fourths. This set has the bass note of the A minor on the flat third, flat 3, 1, 5, and that's called first inversion. The entire series of fourths in harmonic minor would be 7, flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, but I'm omitting the 7 because 7 to flat 3 is a diminished fourth, and that's the same interval as a major third, and I want the listeners to hear all fourths. So the series is flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. The chords on lead in this set by fret number are flat 3 augmented, 6th string, 4th fret, 5th string, 7th fret, and 3rd string, 5th fret, that's C augmented. F major in the 5th position, 6th string, 5th fret, 5th string, 8th fret, 3rd string, 5th fret. B diminished in the 7th position, that's 6th string, 7th fret, 5th string, 8th fret, and 3rd string, 7th fret. E major in the 5th position, that's 6th string, 7th fret, 4th string, 6th fret, and 2nd string, 5th fret. A minor, 5th position, 6th string, 8th fret, 4th string, 7th fret, and 2nd string, 5th fret. And D minor, 5th string, 5th fret, 4th string, 7th fret, 2nd string, 6th fret. Close voicing versus open voicing. Close voicing is where the notes are as close together as possible. For in this A minor, for example, A minor arpeggio, 3 notes consecutively in that. Like this 1, 5, 3, 5 would be close voiced, and that's root position because it's got the root in the bass. Or 5, 3, 5, 1 is first inversion because it's got the flat third in the bass. Or if it had the fifth in the bass, 5, 1, flat 3, that's second inversion. And open voicing, by contrast, has the notes spread, such as 1, 5, flat 3, root position with 1 in the bass. Or flat 3, 1, 5 with a flat 3 in the bass, first inversion, open voicing. Or with the fifth in the bass, 5, flat 3, 1, that's second inversion. The chords in this set by number are flat 3 augmented, flat 6 major, 2 diminished, 5 major, 1 minor, and 4 minor. By letter name, those are C augmented, F major, B diminished, E major, A minor, and D minor. The voice leading in this set is that the root of each chord will stay the same while the other 2 notes, the third and the fifth, go up a scale step. Here's that for each of the chords. C augmented has the root here C, and the A harmonic minor, that G sharp, will go up to A, and the E will go up to F. So C augmented changes to F major. Then in the F major, this is the root F, and the A will go up to B, and the C will go up to D, making B diminished. Then the B diminished, the root B, will stay the same, while the F will go up to G sharp, and the D will go up to E, so B diminished changes to E major. The root of the E is here. Then the B will go up to C, and the G sharp will go up to A, making A minor. The root of the A minor is here. That'll stay the same, while the C will go up to D, and the E will go up to F, changing A minor to D minor. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, open voiced, with roots ascending in fourths. The entire series of fourths would be 7, flat 3, flat 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. And this series will omit the 7 because 7 to flat 3 is a diminished fourth and is the same as a major third. And I just want to use fourths. This set has the 1 minor chord with the fifth in the bass, called second inversion. And the chords you need are as follows. C augmented, 6th string 8th fret, 4th string 6th fret, 2nd string 5th fret. F major, 6th string 8th fret, 4th string 7th fret, 2nd string 6th fret. B diminished, 5th string 5th fret, 3rd string 4th fret, 2nd string 6th fret. E major, 5th string 7th fret, 3rd string 4th fret, 1st string 4th fret. A minor, 5th string 7th fret, 3rd string 5th fret, 1st string 5th fret. And D minor, 5th string 8th fret, 3rd string 7th fret, 1st string 5th fret. Open voicing is when the notes are spread, as opposed to close voicing. For instance, for F here, any 3 notes in a row in that series, like 5, 1, 3, or 3, 5, 1, or 1-3-5 would be a close voicing. 5-3-1 is second inversion because the fifth's in the bass. 3-5-1 is first inversion with the third in the bass. And 1-3-5 is root position with the root in the bass. But open voicing is using spread voicing, and that can be attained by playing every other note of the arpeggio. In this case, root, fifth, and third is F major and root position, open voiced. And with the third in the bass, 3-1-5, that's first inversion. Or with the fifth in the bass, 5-3-1, that's second inversion. And all of those are open voiced. Here are the names of the chords by number. C augmented is flat 3 augmented. F is flat 6. This is 2 diminished. 5 major, 1 minor, and 4 minor. By letter name, these are C augmented, F major, B diminished, E major, A minor, and D minor. The voice leading is as follows. The root of each chord will stay the same, and the third and the fifth of the chord will go up a scale step in A harmonic minor. So C augmented, here the root is C, so these other two notes, G sharp will go to A, and E will go to F. So C augmented changes to F major. Then that chord in turn has its root here, F, and the C goes up to D, and the A goes up to B, and that changes the F to B diminished. Then this is the B of the B diminished, and the B will stay the same, while the D will go up to E, and the F will go up to G sharp, so B diminished changes to E major. Then E is the root of E major here, so that stays the same. Well, the B goes up to C, and the G sharp goes up to A, changing E major to A minor. The root of the A minor is here, that stays. Well, the fifth E goes up to F, and C goes up to D, changing A minor to D minor. A harmonic minor scale tone tri-voiced, roots ascending in thirds. This is the order 1, flat 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, flat 6. And in this case, the bass note of the 1 minor chord is 5. 5, 1, flat 3, A minor with fifth in the bass. The chords you'll need for this set are A minor in the 13th position, strings 4-3-2, frets 14, 14, 13, C augmented, 13th position, frets 14, 13, 13, E major 12th position, frets 14, 13, 12, G diminished, G sharp diminished, 12th position, frets 12, 13, 12, B diminished, 10th position, frets 12, 10, 12, D minor 10th position, frets 12, 10, 10, and F major 10th position, frets 10, 10, 10. Close voicing is when the notes are as close together as possible. For instance, for this F arpeggio, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, any three consecutive notes of that can be played on at once constitute a close-voiced arpeggio, close-voiced chord. And this is root position 1, 3, 5. This is first inversion 3, 5, 1. Second inversion 5, 1, 3. And if you spread the notes, for instance, have 1, 5, 3, not choosing consecutive notes, but every other note in the arpeggio, for example, in this case, those are open-voiced. That's an open-voiced F major with root in the bass, so it's root position, or with the third in the bass, it's first inversion, or with the fifth in the bass, so it's second inversion. The chord names by letter in this are, by number are 1 minor, flat 3 augmented, 5 major, 7 diminished, 2 diminished, 4 minor, and flat 6 major. By letter, those are A minor, C augmented, E major, G sharp diminished, B diminished, D minor, and F major. The voice leading of each one of these moves the root of the current chord down one scale step in A harmonic minor to produce the next chord. So A minor, for instance, here you take the root A, descend it down to G sharp, and A minor changes to C augmented. In turn, determine which note of the C is the root, this C here. Descend that a scale step to B, then you have the next chord, E major. The root of E is here, the E note. Descend that a scale step to D, then you have G sharp diminished. Descend the G sharp root a scale step from G sharp to F, and you have B diminished. Descend the root of the B diminished B down to A, and you have D minor. Then the root of the D minor is here, the D note. Descend that to C, and you have F major. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, close voiced, roots ascending in thirds. This set has the third of the A minor chord in the bass, flat 3, 5, 1, the flat third in the bass. And the series of thirds is 1, flat 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, flat 6. We're in the bass. 1, flat 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, flat 6. The chords you'll need for this set are in ninth position, and all of these are on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. A minor, frets 10, 9, 10. C augmented, frets 10, 9, 9. E major, frets 9, 9, 9. G sharp diminished, frets 9, 7, 9. B diminished, frets 9, 7, 6. D minor, frets 7, 7, 6. And F major, frets 7, 5, 6. Close voicing is where the notes are as close together as possible, and this set is for close voicing. And the F major arpeggio here, for example, 3 notes in a row on consecutive strings that include a 1, a 3, and a 5 make a close voice chord. This is F major in root position with F in the bass, the root in the bass, 3rd in the bass, it's 1st inversion, and 5th in the bass is 2nd inversion. When the notes are spread, such as root, fifth, third, with his notes in between them, root, third, fifth. I'm choosing root, fifth, and in this range from fifth to root to third, I'm just choosing the fifth and the third. Root, fifth, third is an open voiced chord, and that's in root position with the root and the bass, or this would be first inversion, spread, or open voicing with the third and the bass, or this would be with the fifth and the bass. Fifth, third, root. Here are the chord names by number. This is 1 minor, flat 3 augmented, 5 major, 7 diminished, 2 diminished, 4 minor, and flat 6 major. By letter name, these are A minor, C augmented, E major, G sharp diminished, B diminished, D minor, and F major. In the voice leading for these, the root of each chord will descend one scale tone to become the next chord, the chord up at third. So for A minor to change to C augmented, the root of the A chord goes down from A to G sharp. Then evaluate which note of the C augmented is the root. This is the C, the root. Then it descends down to B, then you have E major. And the root of the E major is here, and that E will descend to D, changing you to G sharp diminished. The root of the G sharp diminished is here, and that will in turn go down to the next scale tone, F, changing from G sharp diminished to B diminished, where the B diminished is here, the B note. Descend it down to A, then you have D minor, and the D minor, this is the root D, descend that down to C, and you have F. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, close voiced with roots ascending in thirds. In this set, the 1 minor chord has its root in the bass, 1, flat 3, 5, 1's in the bass. And thirds for harmonic minor are the series 1, flat 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, flat 6. The chords you'll need in this set are all on strings 4, 3, 2, and are A minor, frets 7, 5, 5, C augmented, frets 6, 5, 5, E major, frets 6, 4, 5, G sharp diminished, frets 6, 4, 3, B diminished, frets 3, 4, 3, D minor, frets 3, 2, 3, and F major, frets 3, 2, 1. Close voicing is when the notes of chords are as close together as possible, as these are, where 3 notes in a row in a arpeggio of all the consecutive notes of a particular chord like this A minor. For close voicing would be 3 notes in a row, such as 1, 3, 5 is root position, or 3, 5, 1 with the flat 3 in the bass. Flat 3, 5, 1 is first inversion, or second inversion is 5, 1, flat 3, as opposed to open voicing where the notes are spread. This is 1, instead of 3, it's 1 up to 5, skipping a note in the arpeggio, 1, 5, and then skip the 1 and go up to flat 3, 1, 5, flat 3, making an open voiced A minor in root position, or here it is in first inversion, flat third in the bass, flat 3, 1, 5, or second inversion with the fifth in the bass, 5, flat 3, 1. The chords by numbered name in this are 1 minor, flat 3 augmented, 5 major, 7 diminished, 2 diminished, 4 minor, and flat 6 major. By letter name, they are A minor, C augmented, E major, G sharp diminished, B diminished, D minor, and F major. The voice leading on these is such that the root of each chord will descend 1 scale step to make the next chord. A minor, descend the root A to G sharp, and you have C augmented. Then evaluate the root of the C augmented is here, the C, and descend that C 1 scale step to B. Now you have E major. The root of E major is here. Descend that 1 scale step to D, and you have G sharp diminished. The root of the G sharp is here. Descend the G sharp to F, and you have B diminished. The root of the B diminished is here, the B. Descend it to A, and you have D minor. The root of the D minor is D here. Descend that to C, and you have F major. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, open voice, roots ascending in thirds. In this set, the bass note of the 1 chord is the flat third. So it's flat 3, 1, 5, and that's first inversion. Thirds are the sequence in harmonic minor 1, flat 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, flat 6. And the chords you'll need in this set are A minor, 5th string 15th fret, 3rd string 14th fret, and 1st string 12th fret. C augmented, 5th string 15th fret, 3rd string 13th fret, and 2nd string 12th fret. E major, 5th string 14th fret, 3rd string 13th fret, 1st string 12th fret. G sharp diminished, 5th string 14th fret, 3rd string 13th fret, 2nd string 15th fret. B diminished, 5th string 15th fret, 4th string, that was 5th string 14th fret, 4th string 15th fret, and 2nd string 15th fret. D minor, 5th string 12th fret, 4th string 15th fret, 2nd string 15th fret, and F major, 5th string 12th fret, 4th string 15th fret, and 2nd string 13th fret. Close voicing is when the notes of chords are as close together as possible. For example, in this F major arpeggio, making a chord with 3 consecutive notes in that arpeggio makes a root position chord. They're as close together as possible with the root in the bass, or first inversion with the third in the bass, such as this one, 3, 5, 1, or with the 5th in the bass, 5, 1, 3. It's second inversion. And open voicing spreads the notes. This is 1, 5, 3, 1 in the bass for root position, or 3, 1, 5 for first inversion, or 5, 3, 1 with the 5th in the bass for second inversion. And this set uses the open voicing. The chord names by number are 1 minor, flat 3 augmented, 5 major, 7 diminished, 2 diminished, 4 minor, and flat 6 major. By letter name, those are A minor, C augmented, E major, G sharp sharp diminished, B diminished, D minor, and F major. The voice leading on these descends the root of each chord, one scale step in A harmonic minor to make the next chord. A minor, descend the A to G sharp, and you have C augmented. Descend the C of the C augmented to B, and you have E major. Descend the E of the E chord to D, and you have G sharp diminished. Descend the root of the G sharp diminished to F, and you have B diminished. Descend the root of the B diminished to A, and you have D minor. Descend the root of the D minor, D to C, and you have F major. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, open voiced, roots ascending in thirds. In this version, the root of the 1 minor chord is in the bass, like this. 1, 5, flat 3, the 1 root, the A note in the bass. Thirds are the series in harmonic minor: 1, flat 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, flat 6. The chords you'll need in this set are all on strings, no, mostly on strings, 5, 4, 2, but this is 5th string, 12th fret A, 4th string, 14th fret, 2nd string, 13th fret, that makes A minor. The C augmented is 5th string, 11th fret, 4th string, 14th fret, and 2nd string, 13th fret. The E major is 5th string, 11th fret, 4th string, 14th fret, and 2nd string, 12th fret. The G sharp diminished is 5th string, 11th fret, 4th string, 12th fret, 2nd string, 12th fret. The B diminished is 6th string, 13th fret, 4th string, 12th fret, 2nd string, 12th fret. The D minor is 6th string, 13th fret, 4th string, 12th fret, and 3rd string, 14th fret. While the F major is 6th string, 13th fret, 4th string, 10th fret, 2nd string, 10th fret. Close voicing is when the notes are as close together as possible. For instance, on this F major, this is a root position with the root in the bass, 1, 3, 5, or first inversion with the third in the bass, 3, 5, 1, or second inversion with the fifth in the bass, 5, 1, 3. And open voicing spreads the notes would be every other note of the arpeggio, such as 1, 5, 3 is a open voiced in root position, or 3, 1, 5, open voice first inversion with the third in the bass, or 5, 3, 1 is second inversion with the fifth in the bass. The chord names in this set by number are A minor, C augmented, E major, G sharp diminished, B diminished, D minor, F major. That was by letter. By number, they are 1 minor, flat 3 augmented, 5 major, 7 diminished, 2 diminished, 4 minor, and flat 6 major. The voice leading of these descends the root of each chord one scale step to become the next chord. A minor, descend the root A to G sharp, and you have C augmented. C augmented, descend the root C to B, and you have E major. Descend the root of E to D, and you have G sharp diminished. Descend the root of the G sharp diminished to F, and you have B diminished. Descend the root of the B diminished to A, B to A. You have D minor. And descend the root of the D minor to the D to C, and you have an F chord easier to fret with this note here, F major. A harmonic minor scale tone triads, open voiced, roots ascending in thirds. In this set, the fifth of the one minor chord is in the bass, like so. 5, flat 3, 1. That's first inversion. Thirds are the series in A harmonic minor 1, flat 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, flat 6. The chords you'll need in this set by fret number are A minor, in the 10th position, frets 6th string 12th fret, 4th string 10th fret, 2nd string 10th fret. C augmented in the 9th position. That's 6th string 12th fret, 4th string 10th fret, 2nd string 9th fret. E major in the 9th position. 6th string 12th fret, 4th string 9th fret, 2nd string 9th fret. G sharp diminished, 9th position. 6th string 10th fret, 4th string 9th fret, 2nd string 9th fret. B diminished, 6th string 10th fret, 4th string 9th fret, 3rd string 10th fret. D minor, 6th string 10th fret, 3rd string 7th fret, 4th string 7th fret, excuse me, then 3rd string 10th fret, and F major, 6th string 8th fret, 4th string 7th fret, 3rd string 10th fret. The names of these chords by number are 1 minor, flat 3 augmented, 5 major, 7 diminished, 2 diminished, 4 minor, and flat 6 major. By letter name, they are A minor, C augmented, E major, G sharp diminished, B diminished, D minor, and F major. The voice leading on these is such that the root of each chord will descend one scale tone in A harmonic minor to make the next chord. A minor, descend the A to G sharp, and you have C augmented. Descend the C note and the C augmented to B, and you have E major. Descend the E note and E major to D, and you have G sharp diminished. Descend the B note and the B diminished to A, and you have D minor. And descend the D note of the D minor to C, and you have F major.